Alright, so I only coughed one time that time, and I did have to move around, so I did move. But the good news is we are back with another Modern Warfare 2 model, and the hype is real because this is probably one of my favorite Modern Warfare 2 rifles that I have done thus far. It looks so good, it is not even funny. And I feel like this is the one that truly defines the entire Modern Warfare 2 assault rifles that I've done so far. This is the best one by far that I've done. And that is simply because it looks so good. This is, of course, the Modern Warfare 2 FAMAS, one of the favorite rifles of all time in any of the games, simply because it is so overpowered. It was a 3-round burst assault rifle that killed so quick, usually in one burst, possibly even two. And that was if you were like dead accurate with it. It's such an awesome rifle. Now then, the one problem that I do in fact have with Blue Render, and you are seeing it right now, is that the particular grade that I used is a metallic version of Lego colors, and any metallic color that comes in contact with Blue Render gets this grainy effect to it, and I really do not like that grainy effect, and that's kind of to represent the flaking and that metallic itself, so I understand why it is there, but it does not look good at all on this model. So please excuse the graininess, because I tell you, when I open this up inside of LDD itself, you guys are gonna love how this model looks. So without further ado, boom! FAMAS drop, everyone. Look at this model. It's an absolutely fantastic model. So many awesome techniques went into building this model that I'm so happy with it. Back here we have a 3-stud wide magazine, 3-stud wide grip. It has all these unique features like the charging handle mounted in the middle of the model, the magazine release mounted in front of the magazine, the fire selector, or I should say safety, in front of the trigger. It's just this weird FAMAS French gun that it's amazing. I really love the FAMAS. FAMAS hype, guys. Type down in the comments hashtag FAMAS hype, because this is such an awesome weapon. This is up there with the Kuda in terms of likability on my end. I'm really happy with this model, and this is the first Modern Warfare 2 model that I'm actually happy with 24/7. Like I just don't have any problems with this model at all because it looks that good. So here we go. Let's get into it with the stock back here. So here's the butt pad. It's just this massive brick built slopes and everything going on right here. And then it wraps around into this receiver right here. 5-stud wide, and then it has these side plates on it to give it all the necessary curves. It's got the super comfortable curve that leads up into your cheek weld here, which is 5-stud wide, and then it comes up in the 3-stud wide, plus the plates down here on the sides. And then you can use this to obviously aim down sights. The sights are a little high for the FAMAS in terms of in-game, but that's simply because they're mounted up on top of this rail. These are, of course, flip-down sights. Of course, I didn't think about this not being able to flip down all the way. It's my bad. Some things get overlooked as a gun builder. That was one of them on my part. And then, of course, it's not going to fold all the way down because of the rail system and things like that, but should be able to just kind of slowly nudge it to keep going down just a little bit more. And then the front sight should be able to move. I can figure out where it's going to pivot off of. Not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. Whatever. You guys can see that it will, in fact, move, so I don't know what's up with it, but sights do flip down. They are mounted on top of a 3-stud wide rail system, and this entire carry handle, in fact, is 3-stud wide, which is really cool. You can see here we have this really cool detail with this bolt. Using some of the new pieces, I was able to turn this brick around so that you can get the smooth, curved one, which is really awesome. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this magazine is in fact 3 studs wide. Really, really happy with how this is 3 stud wide as a magazine. And you can pull it out to reveal the simulated bullets in the top. Of course, not colored, so I'll color it real quick so for those of you who can't technically see it, you can see it now. This is the bullet itself. Give it a black tip. Boom, bullet. And then this right here is where the actual magazine release clicks into plot or into place. This little piece right here is the magazine release. So you can push that back basically like a Tavors and the magazine will drop out. Really awesome. Love, love, love that feature because it's such an awesome thing. On this side, part of the cheek weld gives away for your shell ejection port, which you can see right here. Really awesome. And here we have our charging handle, which does in fact connect back to here at the shell ejection port, so that when you pull the charging handle, the bolt opens up. And this charging handle rod and everything is only 1 stud wide because it has to work over the internals of this entire receiver system thing that I have going on here. Really cool how that works out. Up here we have the laser that you see in-game that's really not even used. You have a pressure pad here, and a wire that comes up to here for the laser itself. The barrel and the muzzle right here. And then the very iconic FAMAS grip, which has these grooves cut into it. And then the angled grip right here, which is again 3 studs wide. As you can see, it's got the finger grooves cut into it. And then the trigger guard that comes up into here. And the trigger and the safety. Now then, I want to say this is the safety because I was doing research to figure out what this thing was, and I looked at all the working features. So I believe that this is the safety. I want to say that this is fire, and then when it's over here, it's unsafe, and that's because when you're shooting right-handed, you would flip this on around, and it would be out of the way of your shooting finger for fire. And I think the fire selector is back here in this area, but I didn't put that on this model because I didn't think about it until afterwards, because I thought that this up here was also included this fire selector, but I believe it has 2 different fire selectors. This is the safety and the fire mode, and then the actual like full auto 3-round burst semi-auto is like back here, I believe. I'm not incredibly sure about that. The other thing that I wanted to incorporate into this model is the working bipod. So as you can see, this one will come down like so, and then this one will come down as well. The only issue is, of course, the laser is kind of in the way. This part of the laser is in the way, so I can't put that one down. So I won't put that one down. And then the biggest question that all of you are asking right now, what is this right here? This is in fact a grenade launching site. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to find the image at all or not, but we will see if we can. There it is right there. So basically how this works is you hold the rifle sideways and then you look down the top of that sight, and there's marks on it that will tell you the distance and the angle and everything for your grenade, and that's how that is used. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys what exactly this is, and that's what it is. So for all of you wanting to know, that's it. So this is obviously the best FAMAS that I've done, because it is in fact the only FAMAS that I've done, but I am so happy with how this model turned out, and it's a really good Lego model for the iconic gun of the game, because so many pros used this weapon because it was so deadly. It was high risk, high reward. If you missed a shot or a burst, chances are you were screwed, but at the same time, if you didn't, you were killing. You were slaying, and you were grabbing them nukes, and you were dropping like double nuke games, calling in 2 at a time, like super cool stuff and everything. But that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. See you guys later.